What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the FUT Draft Champions series. We are getting quite close to the end of this series now. We've got 18 games played so far in the first 6 episodes, 14 wins now and 4 losses. I would have liked to have hoped to have done a little bit better, but such is life. So our total cost entry before today's episode is 90,000 and we've made 212,500 coins back in packs. So we have a net value of 122,500. Before we get into the rest though guys, if you could leave a like on the video, that would be much appreciated. The rank that we're at compared to what we've done in FUT Draft is now Gold 3. 14 and 4 would be equivalent to Gold 3. Now, what that would get from Gold 3 is 2 mega packs, 50k pack, and 30,000 coins, which would get us to 150,000 coins. So we would already be ahead of where we are in draft, of course. We would also then get the 2 player pick items, and currently we'd be on just under 8,000 rivals points as well, which would get us a few more packs too. What somebody in yesterday or the last video had mentioned though is that the win to loss ratio in draft would not be the equivalent to the win to loss ratio in champs. Somebody might be able to get to the 2nd or 3rd round of draft constantly, but might only finish Gold 3 after all 30 games in champs. So I think I don't really know what to do with that. If we took my average finish, I would say it would be Elite 3 because we could, I mean, we're probably going to finish somewhere around the Gold 1 Elite 3 mark with that anyway. But yeah, that again does have to be taken into consideration. But even with that in mind, we took the 4-3-3 last episode and it was pretty good. I might go for the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow here today. Whilst we do have to keep that in mind, even with that in mind, I wonder if I'd take Ibrahimovic and just test out the regular Ibra instead of the flashback Ibra. How amazing would it be if we could get flashback cards in the draft, though? That would be awesome. Excuse me. It is looking much and much more likely that FUT Champs is just far, far better value for your time. Can I get, EA, please, there's some Team of the Year cards? Every single person that I come up against is constantly getting TOTY cards. Look at what I'm getting. I mean, we get the upgraded Goretzka there, not bad. We get Puyol with soft link to Ben Yedder. I'm going to take Goretzka, I think. We could pop him in just regular midfield. If we can get a Shadow Chem style for him as well, that'd be quite good. Over the last lots of drafts, I have struggled really hard to get the best players in draft. I'm constantly getting, like, bang average players exactly like this. Like, yes, okay, we actually got Luka Modrić there, but it's not the 99 Luka Modrić, and that's frustrating. I'm going to take Thiago because he strong links to Goretzka. Oh, wow, this is bad again. This is very, 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 very frustrating. You have no idea. Because every team that we're going to come up against is going to be full of Team of the Years and such. And for some bizarre reason, EA seem extremely reluctant to give me the best players. Now, we've got Llorente this time. We've got Ceballos last game. These are my best picks. They really are. Maybe I could have taken the odd extra different or, you know, person here or there. I'm so done, man. I'm so done. I just don't want to play with this team. We'll take Della Bella because he's going to work well for chemistry. I really just, I don't want to play with this team. We can't get anything of note. Taking Zule might be smart because we could put Goretzka left centre mid, Thiago down at CDM and then just switch them in game. But I feel like I have to take De Ligt because he's so good and my team is so bad. And we'll also take Van Dijk and get that Dutch link. Hopefully we can get an icon goalkeeper. I know like Maradona and stuff are all there. Now we'll take Hakimi for sure. We'll swap those 2 around. Which will give us some chemistry on Hakimi, full chem on Thiago. We'll also swap those 2 around. That puts us up to 73 chem. An icon goalkeeper here. I think Yashin is in draft as well. Yes, he is. Thank God for that. There we go. So that does help with a little few things. This draft needs a lot of work. I just need everything. I just need everything. This is not a very good draft at all. Oh God. I really hope EA can show me some mercy and give me some quality players here. I'm going to take the Hunter Chem style. Please, man. Team of the Years or something. We'll take Justin Kluivert. Why not? We'll take our third third FUT Stars card. I'm going to have to take Caleri, aren't I? Strong links to the centre mid. And soft links to Ben Yedder. And gets us up to 89 chemistry. I don't actually want to play with this draft. I use draft so that I can have fun with the players that I get. Not so that I can play with it. Like, oh man, I know I'm just moaning. I know I am. I was just really expecting something a little better out of what we've got going on here. We'll pop Lewandowski up there, no problem at all. We'll swap those two around as well, which actually helps for chemistry too. Hakimi still off chem, the centre back's off chem, the left back, the CDM all off chem, giving me the good the good players from this point onwards would be absolutely fantastic. We'll take De Gea just in case we get some good defenders here. I mean, I could take Toprak. Wouldn't necessarily help all that much. We would need a few more Bundesliga defenders. Titi works, except for the left back. Skriniar doesn't work at all. Grimaldo as the left back would be way better than the left back that we've got. So we'll take Grimaldo. Now, Grimaldo, De Ligt, Van Dijk and Hakimi are good, but all off chem. Yashin is okay. Goretzka is okay. Thiago, Llorente and Thomas Pina are woeful. Caleri is terrible. Lewandowski is okay. I really, really need to get some... Because I can only make 3 subs. Obviously, subbing on Eden Hazard up front, perfect. Subbing on Justin Kluivert at cam, great. I need a 2 CMs or a CM and a CDM. Great ones as well. Not average ones. I need great ones. Witsel is definitely the first that we're going to take. We're going to pop him in there. We're going to swap those two around. And then we're going to put this guy over here. No, that's a big chem loss. I still think that's probably... There we go. That's much better. So Goretzka on 10. Thiago on 6 only, but he'll be getting subbed off. I think Witzel is probably a lot better and gives chemistry to Hakimi. We're going to manage to graft out like... Ooh. Okay, this is more like it. Now, Arthur is somebody that I might take and try. That would give us our 1, 2, 3, 4. That would give us our 5th Future Stars card. De Bruyne is so amazing. And we could bring him on. So we would then have our defense is okay. Goretzka and Witzel are okay. De Bruyne, Kluivert and Hazard would be our subs. De Bruyne in centre mid. Hazard at striker. Kluivert at cam. Alternatively, we could take Arthur and play with a great card. But no, I've got to take Team of the Year De Bruyne. He is just so fantastic that we can't possibly pass up on him. Our next pick, yes, please. Vinícius Júnior, I will take. Now I wish I took the other Future Stars card because we would have 6 of them, which would be amazing. I'm going to go ahead and switch around the chem styles. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're going to go and take our last pick. Can we get another good player, like a Team of the Year Ronaldo or such? No, we can't. I guess I'll take Bernardo Silva just for the rating. We're now just going to build our team back together here. I want to make sure that we've got the right players in the right spots here so that we can get everything done. Obviously, I know you guys don't really care for watching the chem styles be changed around, so I like to change them around just off camera. I'm okay happy with this team. I'm not blown away by this team that we've got here. You know, it's going to be an alright team. I feel like we might just struggle, you know, like I just have a feeling that we're going to come up against some teams that are just way better than ours. So that is fine for the chemistry there. So that is what the team looks like, guys. As I said, what we'll do in game is we will sub on Kevin De Bruyne for Thomas Pina, probably straight away. We will also sub on Vinícius Júnior immediately for Caleri, the striker. And then I will also bring on probably Eden Hazard, probably Justin Kluivert, because why not? We'll actually play with 5 Future Stars cards. So Justin Kluivert will come on for Thiago. Kevin De Bruyne will come on for Pina, and Vinícius Júnior will come on for Caleri, and we'll see what we can do. Let's get this manager in. Obviously, La Liga manager would be pretty much ideal here. We don't get one. He takes us to 95, 94, 96 for the Spanish manager, 95 and 94. So we'll take Edu there. And that's the squad, guys. I'm personally just going to go back out and get back in for the Chem style switches. I don't know how far I'm going to get with this team. I would like to hope that with the subs that we're going to be making, we'd get to at least the semi-final with this team. That would be nice. But I'm going to play my best. I'm going to try my hardest. That is the squad. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 3-4-3 team. Some really nice players in there. Team of the year, Messi, Carlos Puyol, who you never see in this game, David De Gea, Davinson Sanchez, and obviously Mo Salah there. Sané's pretty good as well. And Mane on the right-hand side, Willian on the left-hand side. All in all, some pretty nice players in there. However, as bad as my team had some areas of players, while subbing on these these Future Stars cards, putting all 5 Future Stars cards on the squad, some of them were quite nice. And Vinícius Júnior was really getting involved in the action. I don't actually know how many goals he specifically scored. I know he got the assist there for Goretzka. Lewandowski goes through here and fires this one home. I know he chips it over to Kluivert there to make it 3-0. But Vinícius Júnior was noticeable. You know how, like, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo and Team of the Year Neymar, if you've used him, or Neymar, if just in general, if you've used him, a great, you know how like Zlatan Ibrahimovic's flashback card is really, really strong. Well, Vinícius Júnior is kind of like that, or was at least kind of like that during this draft. He was just super, super noticeable. He was involved in a lot of the play. He was just very good, very clean, and I enjoyed playing with him in that first game immensely. We went 3-0 up against Swag FC there, and Swag FC decided at that point that enough was enough, and we move on into the second round. We come up against a 4-3-1-2 team. Aguero, very nice. Christian Eriksen, Kante, very nice as well. David De Gea, very nice. But other than that, this team's actually quite a weak team. You know, this is a team that I would have drafted if I would have been on this guy's account. But, you know, just not getting the Team of the Year players, not getting the super high-end players, and just getting quite unlucky. And there's Vinícius Júnior and Lewandowski again linking up. Lewandowski putting it away, but Vinícius Júnior from that left striker spot getting the assist. I did have, obviously, Justin Kluivert in at cam and Kevin De Bruyne at left centre mid. And then later on in the game, 70 minutes now, good working play down the left-hand side. Lots of passes, lots of good play. Again into Vinícius Júnior, who finds Lewandowski one more time, who finesses that to the top corner. Now, at the time that you're watching this video, the patch wasn't out yet, which is how I was able to score those goals. Vinícius Júnior getting his 3rd assist of the game right there, and putting us through again 3-0. Yeah, the patch wasn't out, so the finesse shots were still good. However, with the new patch now, it's going to be interesting to see how well people adapt and if EA have truly nerfed those finesse shots. And into the semi-final we go, and we come up against an absolutely insane team. Sergio Ramos, Courtois, amazing. Hamsik, Team of the Year, Ronaldo, Suarez, Cancelo, fantastic. Justin Kluivert at left wing back in the 5-back formation, not bad at all. Benatia, not bad, especially with that anchor chem style. This guy had a really good team, and the difference between this guy's team and my team was the man that you saw score right there. Cristiano Ronaldo, Team of the Year. It's impossible to stop some players in this game. No matter how good or bad of a player you are, it's really difficult. And we go 1-0 down and then 2-0 down. Cristiano Ronaldo finessing that one home to make it 2-0. Eventually, I got back into the game, though, guys. I was playing some good FIFA. We get a time finesse from KDB there, which probably won't go in under the new patch, although this guy's Ronaldo goal probably won't go in under the new patch either. Eventually, we got right back into this game. Lewandowski, excuse me, down that right-hand side. Gets the ball across the face of goal. Courtois punches it out. Vinícius Júnior is there one more time to get a goal back in at 2-2. Sadly, with 25 minutes to go, this guy subbed on Lionel Messi, as you can see there in the top left-hand corner. And Cristiano Ronaldo was back with another header to head me out of the event. So we lose in the semi-final on this one, guys. Fair play to my opponent. You know, he really used and abused Cristiano Ronaldo exactly how you would expect him to do so. Credit to him for the win. This is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. Quite uncanny, guys, actually, how I kind of like suggested when building the squad that I would love to be able to get to the semi-finals as a minimum with this squad, and that's exactly where we got to. I did make the early changes in every game. Vinícius Júnior came on, Goretzka and Witsel stayed on, and then Kevin De Bruyne and Justin Kluivert came on. And in general, the team played quite nicely. This is kind of how it looked in game. But I knew that it was going to be stress once we came up against like that first mega team. And my opponent in the semi-final, he had 5 at the back, which is always problems anyway, because he played drop back and constant press, or like team press. So what that means is his team sat super, super deep, and that allowed me a lot of the ball. And because my team would push up there and he was on a team press, he would constantly have 3 of his 8 players back just running at me. And so it left just limited space. And it's a pretty cool tactic. You can generally work around it. And if I had like the ability to change formation and switch to a 3-back or a 5-back on my own, that would have been great. And if obviously I had like my own players, that would have been great. And then the second thing that made that game super difficult was the fact that he had Team of the Year Ronaldo. He scored a hat-trick for him, and he's just unreal. You know, a header from a corner, unstoppable. A finesse shot, unstoppable. And then I think another header, again, literally just can't stop it. Like, I managed to... He had a lot of attacks because of the way he was playing, because he was playing deep counter-attacking football. He was just getting a lot of just counter-attacking opportunities, and for the most part, I kept him out really, really well. I defended really well, you know, even though I've got 7 chem defenders without the perfect chem styles. You know, we're playing Witzel down there at CDM, who's, again, not necessarily ideal for CDM. But with that aside, I still defended quite well. But when you come up against 99 Team of the Year Ronaldo on perfect chem in a 5-back great team, it's just tough. It's just really tough. So we end up losing in the semi-final today. I'm really hoping that this is the first time that I get the best reward from the semi-final. I really want to get the 25k pack and the 15k pack, which I've seen multiple people get multiple times. I've only ever got the 7.5k and the 15k. So I hope the EA Sports gods are with me. Okay, it's better. It's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. We get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack and a Gold Players Pack, which isn't quite the best reward for the semi-final exit, but it's way better than the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack and the 7.5k pack. That's at least a positive. We'll open the Gold Players Pack first. We get 1 rare card out of this. We get 12 players out of this. In terms of making profit from the draft, we'll actually make profit from this draft. The 12 players here, although initially won't necessarily sell for a lot, there will always be times where these players will be worth at least 600, 700, 800 coins. With 12 of them in here, we'd be able to sell those on for anywhere from like 6 to 10,000 coins at any given time. Maybe Santamina is worth a little bit right now. He's like 550, 600. In fact, there's nothing even here for less than 2,000. He actually might be about 1,200 coins, which is quite nice because of the Liga Santander SBC that just came out. Bundesliga right back, there you go. That's another 900 coins. So obviously this series isn't about the profit that we make, but we've actually got great players here. We've got a lot of Spanish league. We've got a lot of main league players. Spain 1, Germany 1, England 2 for Rodriguez, who's not worth anything. Italy 1, which is nice. Spain 1, England 2 again, Italy 1, and then Germany 1. So we've actually got, and then again, Portuguese, not massive, and then France 1. So we have got a lot of decent players here, which is great. But yeah, obviously this series isn't about making profit. This mini-series is about seeing draft versus FUT Champs. The more and more we do play, the more and more it does look like the FUT Champs is just worth it. For draft to have been worth it, and this comes down to a lot of skill level and such, but for draft to have been worth it, I would have had to have won the draft probably around, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times, which would have given us, if we'd won it 4 times, that would have been 16 games of the 30, and that would have been fine. The fact of the matter is that right now in this is episode 6, is it, or episode 7? I actually only think we've won the draft 2 times. Maybe even only 1 time. I know we've made it to the final twice and the semi-final a few times, but yeah, in terms of this series, we've lost. Let me go to the video and have a look how many times we've lost by the end of episode 6. So by the end of episode 6, we've lost 3 times. Well, end of episode 5, we lost 3 times. So yeah, we've won the draft 2 times out of 7 entries, which isn't amazing. I would have liked it to have been at least 3, maybe 4. And if it was 3 or 4, I think maybe then there'd be a bigger disparity between the rewards. But because I keep losing in the 2nd and 3rd rounds, and a lot of that comes down to just being really unlucky with the drafts that we're getting. But because we keep losing, you know, it definitely does look like FUT Champs is more rewarding. It does suck a little bit, you know, because I would like to have thought that I would get a few more Team of the Year cards. I know we got De Bruyne in the last draft, but yeah, you know, it would be nice if I could get a big draft every once in a while, because I am having to put up with some of the most woeful drafts, and I'm having to play out my skin just to make it to the latter stages. But that, guys, is what draft is. You know, you can't complain about it. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.